Health is a top priority for the Presbyterian Church of India, aligning with its moral and social concerns. It collaborates.
May we request all delegates to just join us up here. All delegates from the Caribbean, please. It's just a few of us. Our friends in the UCJCI will start off.
Good afternoon, sisters and brothers. We are the Council for Mission Caribbean region, represented by the Guyana Congregational Union and the United Church in Jamaica and the Cayman Islands. Although we are but two, our reach expands beyond that, as along with our partners in the Caribbean and North America Committee Council and Mission, CANACOM, we extend to the wider regions of the Caribbean, which is French, Dutch, Spanish, and English. CANACOM is in Grenada, Trinidad and Tobago, Curacao, Suriname, Cuba, Guyana, and Jamaica. We want to share with you some of what our churches are doing in the Caribbean region. We have a few videos that will highlight different aspects of the work of the church. This is our story.
Mount Olivet Boys Home, a ministry of the United Church in Jamaica and the Cayman Islands, was established on April 20, 1967 and is situated in Walderston, Manchester. Our vision is to produce young men who will be responsible for themselves and make a positive contribution to society. We are a charitable institution, and in partnership with the Child Protection and Family Services Agency, CPFSA, the home provides care and protection for wards of the state between the ages 8 and 18 years. We are licensed to accommodate up to 40 boys. In 2021, through the generous sponsorship of the Johan Blake Foundation, the construction of a new building was completed, which is providing an even more comfortable space for our boys. The home operates primarily on donations and the monthly subvention allocated by the CPFSA. To supplement the income and to provide meals for the boys and staff, the farmlands are utilized to plant ground provisions and raise animals. As part of the income-generating activities, the home currently supplies eggs and bell peppers to businesses and community members. These projects were made possible through generous donation and sponsorship. The boys and members of staff toil daily to ensure the success of these projects. Mount Olivet Boys Home is committed to provide a loving and safe home for the boys, to offer spiritual nurture and facilitate personal development, to provide an environment that promotes healing and hope, to provide comfortable living conditions and healthy balanced meals, to facilitate academic and vocational development, to train staff to be able to provide positive guidance and stability for the boys, and to ultimately prepare the boys for post-institutional life. To live up to our commitment and to ensure that we continuously and consistently improve the lives of our boys, we invite you to partner with us by donating to the Mount Olivet Boys Home charity. The current harsh economic conditions pose a real threat to the viability and longevity of the home, and so Mount Olivet Boys
The stories I would share from our church are stories from the past 4 years. A more fulsome sense of what, as a church, we have been doing. We have in a video, it's about 20 minutes. We're not going to show it here, but you can check where we have the booth, and if you're interested, you can hear that story. During the COVID period, we were able to bring relief to persons who lost their jobs or suffered significant income reduction or loss. We gave hope to a few places. A school canteen, a play school, a daycare, and one of our churches with support from Council for World Mission, this body, they did what they called a daily manna project. That project started with fitting young people, 75 young people. We did them in batches. They were trained and prepared, and so they did bread. And you would see that you see it there. They did that, which then they were able to sell to the shops and the supermarkets in the community. And persons from that project were able to gain employment elsewhere or else start their own employment. We gave support to persons who were doing poultry rearing. There was a young couple. They received that kind of support. And one young person received support with respect to a clothing boutique that she did. want to say something about the microcredit scheme that we launched in this period, where we gave support to young people who wanted to do business startups. We did it individually and in groups. If it was a single person, I think we gave them about $200,000. If it was a group, they got twice that amount. And so they were able to do their businesses and so on. And we intended to be a revolving scheme so that many persons could get help. And it is going pretty okay. Some people have already repaid. Others are still in the process of doing so. Quickly, I want to say that during our MSP program, and strangely, I am learning, we did 2, 3, and 4 simultaneously. And through that, we did training for all levels of the church: leaders, ministers, pastors, secretaries, treasurers, children, and we were able to develop a child a policy in that regard. Anybody who's going to work with children in our churches, then they would have to be trained and follow the policy. We did stuff for youth, for young adults, for women and men. And in this regard, the women and men came together and they started a literacy project which targeted some children from in one area, in primary school, I think it was. And then we did the seniors club, of which my sister Doreen will quickly say a few words. So Doreen, can you come and share that idea, that particular project that we did with the seniors?
Okay. Who are we? We are the Golden Boys and Girls Elderly Club, which was launched on the 4th of December, 2022. Now, after doing a survey of an area on the west bank of the Demerara, it was decided that our seniors were not catered for. They were left out. And so, in order to create a space for them, this facility, this group was launched. And the primary objective of this group is to create a space and opportunity for individuals 65 years and older from communities between the two flood the potential to engage in social activities, facilitate access to information, and promote best practices for improving the well-being of seniors. Now we have a mission statement, and that mission statement states to provide opportunities for empowerment of senior citizens for them to live active, healthy, and fulfilling lives.
Thank you.
Yep. Thank you.
That's it. Tell you there, well, you know, always we are going against time. But there are a number of other things. When we were doing some of these things, we thought it was little. But as we look back now, they were really significant in making the interventions we made to help God's people have a sense of this life in fullness, you know, and building life, flourishing communities. Thank you.
Thank you so much for the sharing from the churches in India and also from the Caribbean. Their lives touched me. And for the East Asia sharing, we'll move it to tomorrow afternoon together with the Pacific. So now we end the time of our mission story sharing. I'll pass the time to the evening prayer group.
My apologies to the Caribbean group to stopping your presentation, and also apologies to the East Asia postponement of your presentation to tomorrow. But one of the major functions of the assembly is that we must to elect our leadership. So now we need to move to the business session to elect treasurer and also board of directors and UK trustees, South Africa MPC directors. So now I would like to invite the key officers and also members of the nomination committee to come forward to the podium. Likewise, yesterday, those who have a red color in your name badges means the delegates of the assembly. I saw that yesterday we were quite packed in this area. So today, let's go up to the table number 7. And I would like to ask you to be the migrants. So could you move this side of the hall so that we can sit together, those delegates who can vote for the election. Those of you who have green colors like mine, could you move to the left side?